What's going on, guys? This is Alex over here at My Freedom Smokes, and that time has come yet again. It's time to break down what we feel is some of the best mods, tanks, and other items that we've carried here at My Freedom Smokes in the year of 2018. And today I'm going to be talking about, in my opinion, some of the best pod systems that we've gotten in. So without any further delay, let's go ahead and hop right in. First one I'm going to be talking about is the Aspire Cobble. And Aspire has put out a couple different pod systems, and you're even going to notice the next one on the list is also an Aspire kit. And that's mainly because Aspire really has shown themselves to be one of the #1 best vaping companies out on the net. They have been releasing great new products, and the Cobble falls right in line with it. A few of the things I like about it, the pod isn't easily removable, and I do wind up seeing that as a positive, simply because a lot of these pod devices, you wind up pulling it out of your pocket and the tank just comes right with it, and it's a little annoying. I like the fact that they have a really good click system in place here for the pod, as you hear, and it really does provide good flavor and decent amount of clouds for a pod system. Out of all of them I've tried, especially this one and the Novo that we'll be getting into later, they're definitely more mouth-to-lung units. All of these are going to be mouth-to-lung, but it feels like the airflow on this one's going to be a bit tighter than some of the other ones. So if you're looking for a tighter airflow on your pod system, definitely check out the Aspire Cobble. Next up on the list is also from Aspire, the Nautilus IO. Now, this one kind of slips into the pod category. Some people may not consider it to be one, but I do, simply because of the way the tank is constructed. Now, the great thing about this one, and the reason it also deserves a place on this list next to the Cobble, is with the Cobble you do have to get your replacement pods and install them like normal, just like any other pod system. With the Aspire one, not only can you get these extra pods, but you can replace the coil in it. And the coil is your same Aspire Nautilus coil. So the Nautilus coils you use for that one and the Nautilus Mini, all of these are going to fit in this device. So not only are you getting a new pod-centric mod, you're getting one that you're not going to have to swap out and figure out new replacement coils for. If you've got your old Nautilus tanks, these coils will work in the device. And as you see, airflow on this is a bit better. It's still micro USB charging and still uses the traditional, just unplug the little plug here to fill it up, and to replace the coil you're just going to unscrew your base part here, which is also your airflow control. And all in all, I think it's just a really great user-friendly device that if you're looking for a pod system, take a look at this. Next up is going to be one of our smaller units, the Smoke Novo. Now this one was a big hit a few months back when we first released it, and it's still going strong. They've recently put out a new edition of this that we've not gotten our hands on yet. So that one may be a little bit better than this one, but this still makes it into my top 5 due to its size, and the pod again is just super easy to deal with. There are only a couple things that don't make this my #1, and those two things only being, well, the thing I said is a positive earlier, the size. Even though I like how small it is, the smaller you go, the more you have to compromise on your battery and how much your pod can hold. So because of that, the battery will die on me a little quicker because I am a constant vapor. I'm always puffing on my device. So this will usually die in about a day, and sometimes I have to fill the pod up a second time. So if you are a constant vapor like I am, you may wind up seeing this as a little bit of a hindrance. But the reality of it is between your flavor and the power and the price, this is really a great pod system, especially if you're looking to jump into pods. This might be your first good one, especially if you just want to try something inexpensive just to see if the pods will work great for you. So if you're looking for an inexpensive option, definitely check out the Novo. Next up on the list is the Boo VFL. And of course, as we mentioned a few weeks ago in one of the videos, it does seem a little reminiscent of a football. And as you heard in that review, I was pretty much a fan of this thing. I like the way it hits, and it's pretty unique. As you see, I got a lot more cloud out of this one, and the airflow on this seems to be pretty good. As I mentioned earlier, the Cobble seems to be the one out of these that the airflow is going to be a little more tight on. But some of the positives that the Cobble had are some of the negatives on this one being, I don't like how quickly the pod can come out. So if you're someone that's a little quick and loose with your device, that may wind up being an issue. But if you're looking for just something to have around the house or keep on your desk at work that can be a little incognito, I definitely recommend this one, especially for your battery life and the adjustability of your voltages. They've really taken the idea of a pod system and put it up that one extra rung. So yeah, and working with the pod a little longer, no more of the gurgling or leaking issues that I spoke of in the last video either. So that also goes to show that sometimes you just kind of have to work with the device for a little bit, and then it winds up working great for you. Last up on the list is my personal favorite. It's the Lost Vape Orion. And I've been using this one steady ever since I've gotten it. I like the way it feels. It strikes a good combination between e-liquid capacity and battery life, because I can get a good solid day's worth out of it, plus a little extra if I forget to charge it overnight. And not only that, but you do have a strong, normal, and soft setting that you can set it to, still micro USB charged. And the one thing that it sets apart from the rest of these, not only does it have a specific DNA chip in it, but with the rest of these, you have to disassemble the pod in order to get it refilled. This one, you just unscrew this top little piece right here, and that's going to get you access to being able to refill your liquid, and then you pop it right back into place. The pods are really inexpensive, and you also have your adjustable airflow at the top here. Of course, I keep mine on wide open, but having it adjustable, it's such a just quick glance, is really user-friendly, and everyone I've directed toward getting the Orion has not had an issue with it. So for me, this is going to be my #1 favorite pod system, at least for 2018. Who knows what's going to happen next year. So if you're looking to get out and try some new pod systems, I definitely recommend this one for the more advanced vapor and knows that they're going to be looking for a pod system and want to make an investment in something that's going to be of quality. This one's going to be for you. The Voop is good for your standard pod user that's just looking to change it up a little bit and get something cool. And again, your variable voltage features on here are really nice. The Novo, if you're looking for something a little small, maybe a beginner on the pod systems. And your Nautilus IO for the users that have just stuck with your Nautilus tanks for all these years but would like a nice little upgrade. Check it out, because you can use your same coils in it. And of course, the Aspire Cobble. And all in all, I really think you're going to like any of these that you select. If you have any questions about these products at all, just feel free to leave a comment below. And if we missed your favorite pod system, why don't you tell us? Tell us down below, and if we don't carry it, we'll take a look at it. And until next time, thank you for vaping.